Right, so today I'm back again at my favourite place, Tattershall Karting Centre. We're going to try another experiment today. This one's a little bit of a silly one and it's completely useless in the real racing world, but I want to see how different this kart feels. We did the FlowViz video a little while ago. I put a banner up at the top so you can watch that after this video, and we tried 3 different types of front bodywork, but it got me thinking, does bodywork even make a difference at all? So today I'm going to do a session, and every session I'm going to take off one piece of bodywork just to see if bodywork makes a difference at all. Is it just for looks and for crash structures? I don't know. But today we're going to find out. So the first session, I'm going to do the session as a normal car, set a base lap time, and then I'm slowly going to remove the bodywork. I'm going to go nose cone, then the Nassau panel, then the side pods, then the rear bumper, just to see if it makes a difference at all. Right, so let's go out, let's get a base lap time in, and then we're going to start removing bodywork.
There's not much to commentate on this one because it's going to feel totally normal. So we're just going to do 2 laps, try and get a bit of tyre temperature and just get a lap time in. Doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be consistent-ish. Lap time wise, I know I need to be about 45, late 45s about on this circuit. So as long as I'm close-ish to that, that's okay. Right, let's see if I can do a flying lap with cold tyres. Oh, that was bouncy, wasn't it? Yeah, very cold tyres. Can't do that flat yet. Too much curb. You know I'm quiet when I'm actually concentrating. We'll do one more, just to make it fair. Not quite flat. That was flat. There we go, 45.89, that's about 2/10 off what I've been doing earlier today. So that's not too bad. That's not a terrible lap, I'll take that. Right, let's get this nose cone off then. Got to unclip it like that. Get the clips off. Nose cone is off. Let's go out again. Now this is going to be interesting. Will the front end feel a bit lighter, I think? I think it will. Well, my feet are definitely colder. It does feel a little bit different. Not too different though. Definitely feels odd. I can't really put a finger on why. Because we got tyre temperature, we can pretty much go straight away for a lap. So let's go for a lap. Wow, my feet are really cold. Oh yeah, I had a bit of understeer there. And there. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel it at high speed. It does feel a lot lighter on the front end, especially here. But low speed doesn't feel too different at all. feel too bad. It's actually quite pleasant because my feet are nice and cool now. Down the straight. 47.6. 47.6, okay. Interesting. Let's go in. Let's take the Nassau panel off. Park it next to my toolbox. I've got my tools ready to go. Right, let's get this Nassau panel off then. And do the front bolt first. It's very tricky to do this with a helmet on, especially because it's really hot in here. I'm very out of breath, I must admit. So sorry for my heavy breathing. There you go, Nassau panel is off. That looks a little bit strange, doesn't it? Alright, let's go out and see what happens. See what it's like without a Nassau panel. I'm hoping it's going to cool me down a little bit more, because I am getting hot. It does look weird on the front without any bodywork. Oh yeah, I'm well cold. Oh, lovely. I got a right breeze in my face. Now, do we feel any difference? Nope, not at all. Nope, I do not feel any difference from the lack of nose cone. Just feels a little bit understeery. But that's what it was like with the lack of nose cone. Right, let's do a couple of flying laps. Oh, that was a bit rubbish. Whoa! Yeah, it does understeer quite a bit on the fast bits. Look at that! That was a lot of understeer. Maybe no Nassau panel does make a big difference. Wow, that feels quite strange actually. Back down the straight, lovely cool breeze. It's actually amazing how nice and cold it is. You don't realise how much bodywork deflects the air from you. That wasn't very good, was it? But we have already gone quicker. Oh, the understeer there is hideous. Look at that. Can you see the understeer there? That's crazy. Bit of a lock up there. Downward straight for the last time on the no Nassau panel. We did a 45.9, so I went quicker. I think that's mostly because I'm driving better. But wow, the breeze off the front of the car is lovely. I'm lovely and cold because I was getting really hot, and now I'm like, well, I'm not cold, but I'm not exactly sweating like mad anymore. Right, time for the side pods to come off. Not really any point in putting the cart on the trolley because I'm only doing a little job. That's the left hand side one off. Pop that on the trolley. God, this is starting to look really weird. But then again, back in the early days of karting, bodywork didn't exist. You maybe had a plate with a number on it at the front and that was it. That's the right hand side pod off. Pop that on the trolley. Okay, that does look really weird, but it kind of looks cool at the same time. Let's go out again. Now, I'm not expecting this one to make any difference at all, to be honest, because I think the side pods are just a crash structure in a way, and somewhere to put your stickers. So I don't think this one's going to make any difference at all. But that's why we experiment with these things. We're messing about, we're having fun. Yeah, it doesn't really feel any different. The kart is obviously getting lighter, So it does feel a little bit more nimble, but only very slowly. Whoa, that was a lot of sliding, it went off. Well, I've got loads of sliding there. Maybe the side pods do make a big difference. Oh, yeah, I'm sliding a lot more. Whether that's the tyres being too hot or the actual side pods making a big difference. But I do feel like I'm way more sideways than I was in the last one with the top pods still on. So maybe they do make a difference. Oh, I bottomed out there on the tarmac. Oh. I'm sliding a lot more, definitely. Definitely sliding. Oh, couldn't get it to the apex there. Yeah, I'm sliding so much more. Maybe the side pods do make a difference, because I think we've gone slower. 46.32, I can't remember the time from the last session, but I feel like we've gone slower. Yeah, that was weird, I didn't expect them to make a difference at all, but the car was definitely a lot more sideways around the fast stuff. Slower stuff not so much, but the fast stuff definitely, it felt slower, it felt more slidey. Right. Last bit then, let's get the rear bumper off and see what happens with that. Right, so there we go, the rear bumper is off, the side pods are off, the Nassau panel and the nose cone. This looks really weird without bodywork, but it kind of looks cool and retro at the same time. So let's go out and see how the cart's going to feel. Now, I'm expecting this one to feel really bad, because when I used to race properly, if your rear bumper ever broke off on one side, you'd just be sideways everywhere and the cart would be sliding. Absolutely terrible, because it flexed too much. And straight away, that is exactly what it feels like. Oh. It's not as bad as I remember, actually. I think it's going to matter the most on those really fast corners, not the tight and twisty stuff though. Down the straight, let's go! Oh, I didn't like it on braking, definitely felt different then. Yeah, a bit sideways there. Yeah, the kart just feels like it's got a real total lack of grip all over there. But understeer and oversteer. Tight and twisty stuff, not so much. Yeah, it actually feels quite grippy on the tight and twisty stuff, but on the fast stuff, it feels awful. I think it feels better on the tight and twisty stuff because there's less weight, a lot less weight actually. Right, let's do a fast lap and see what happens. Oh, very bouncy on the brakes. Back end's trying to step out everywhere. Oh, very sideways, very understeery. Yeah, the kart doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know if it wants to understeer or oversteer or what. But here, in the hairpins, it feels pretty good. Quite like it. It feels nippy. Well, he says as he goes wide and slides. Oh, down the straight for the last time. 45.61. Wow. So I think, I'm not sure, but I can't remember all the times, but I think that was the quickest. Which I didn't expect, because I thought we were going to be sideways everywhere on that, but it actually felt pretty good. So there we go, that's it for this video. Got all our bodywork there on the trolley. So there we go.
the kart looks, I must admit, I think it looks really cool. It looks like a proper retro kart with just, well, a silly radiator on it, but wasn't what I expected though. I think the most noticeable difference in that was when I took the nose cone and the Nassau panel off. The nose cone, it made it understeer a little bit more, whereas the Nassau panel, as soon as I took that off, it understeered even more, which I really didn't expect. But the cool breeze coming onto me from not being diverted away from me from the Nassau panel was amazing. It's actually really quite nice because it is quite a warm day today. Then we took the side pods off. Side pods, I didn't expect them to make any difference whatsoever, but they ended up making quite a difference. So the kart was sliding around a lot more, which I really didn't quite understand. I can't really get my head around why it slides more when the side pods are off. Maybe it's a little bit of weight over near the tyres, maybe something along the lines of that. I'm not really that sure why that made it slide more, but when I took the rear bumper off, I expected that to really slide all over the place, but it didn't really make a difference at all, which I didn't expect. Maybe a little bit of sliding on the fast corners, but with the slow corners, didn't really make a difference. It actually, the whole kart felt a lot lighter, and it actually felt more fun to drive in the little twisty section in the middle. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss stupid content like this. I've got loads more videos lined up ready to go. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.